Hey, what's going on, folks? This is Ed. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new and you like the content on here, please go ahead and like, share, subscribe. And if you have any information that you think that can improve this channel or the content that's on this channel, please go ahead and put the comments below and we'll take a look at it. So last month I shot a video showing you that I'm August-September time frame is usually when I try to pick a different format that I want to use for this year to capture my notes and see if that works out. So today I'm going to talk about how I've improved those notes and where I'm at. Alright folks, not to insult anybody's intelligence, there are three types of calendar journaling on your bullet journal. They're the ones who actually start on the actual calendar year, January 1st all the way to December. And then there are the ones who actually start during the school years, which is August, September, depending on which country you live in. And then for the military folks, those are the ones who start during the fiscal year. So I kind of use the ones starting during the fiscal year, meaning I start on October 1st of the calendar year and then carries on all the way to September of the next calendar year. If that makes any sense, so I start October 1st and I finish, for example, this year I'll start October 1st of 2019 and I'll finish September. So that's when I kind of find a sweet spot. It lines in with my job, with everything that I do. So this one I'm going to go ahead and capture on here. All right, diving straight into it. Nothing significant or new. So over here, as you can see, what I've done is capture the same method I've been doing before, using a single spread capturing the current month and the forthcoming month. So nothing special over here. I just put my regular monthly layout, with some of the key tasks or notes or maybe key. So events go on this side, and then key tasks, because things I need to accomplish for this month, goes over here. So just to give you a quick rundown, this is how I was taking my notes before May, end of May, honestly. So as you can see, there's a lot of white space over here. It wasn't really working out for me. I still had challenges trying to find things. So what I did is I did a little research and I found a method, and I think I found it on Reddit. So this is the method I've been using for the last 2-3 months to kind of see where I'm at and see if this actually captures what I need. The only caveat that I add on here, I just put a little highlighter just to kind of, make things pop up instead of just using my regular pen over here. I'll put a highlighter. The big thing about this one, as you can see, you have your month over here, your weekly breakdown. Your green is the current week right here, and then these are the key events. Everything coincides with what I'm talking about over here. So the only thing I added on here as a different to the other one is adding Saturday and Sunday over here in one day. And then on the right hand side, as you can see up here, all I did is add is the key tasks that I need to accomplish for this week, and that will make my week successful. In addition to that, we have a much larger space for notes over here. So that's what I've been using. And again, I'll still keep playing with this and still keep going to see how this goes. The one thing that I've noticed that I'm going to change just right off the bat on my new one, instead of putting the events over here and specify just a couple of blocks for them on each day, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put event. And as I know, if it's Monday, I'm going to put Monday, so M, and then put the event, and then T, and then put the event, and so on and so forth. So should I have more events in one day? So for example, if I have events over here on Thursday that cover like 3 or 4 5 events, as you can see, there's not a lot of space. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of the box the way it is, the specified space, and I'm just gonna lay events just like how I do the task over here. So that's the only thing I think I'm gonna change so far on this one. So in addition to what I'm gonna keep for next month, this is the second portion of it. I'm gonna keep my coloring scheme the same way. Basically, I have a blue highlighter, I have a gray highlighter, and I have a green highlighter. So what I'm gonna do for that particular month, as depicted on here, as you can see, everything in blue is going to be the month of August. Anything highlighted in gray on the actual titles over here is going to be for the month of September. As you know, I don't have the month of September highlighted yet, so that's why you see a lot of blue. Again, this was for the previous month's June, but just gives you an idea. So that's one thing I'm going to keep on here is I'm going to keep the highlighting scheme for those particular months, capture them as needed, And when I put my notes in front of the book, I know each color. So if I'm going through and I'm trying to catch things quickly, I can go in and find them easily. So a couple things I mentioned earlier is one, I'm gonna keep the color. Two, I'm gonna remove the events over here. And then the third thing, which I really don't talk about it as much, depending on how you are, these are kind of like my note pad things that I usually capture quick notes. So let's say if I get called somewhere, or if I just need to go somewhere, I don't know what kind of meeting it is, I don't know what note requirements are there. What I usually do is I just go on my back over here, I have my tag of notes, I take it out, I slap it right on top over here, write whatever notes I need to write, and once I'm done, I slap it on a book inside, figure out what goes where, and put them in a neat and orderly fashion. So that's the one thing I'm gonna keep. So here's just to give you a quick idea how it looks like. I'm gonna finish up August with the same theme that I used before. As I mentioned before, I'm gonna get rid of this box come August, come September. So September you won't see this box, it'll be something similar to this. But this just gives you an idea to finish the month of August. And then after that, as you can see, I only have just a month of September left, and maybe additional pages over here for notes, just to give you an idea. And the way I take my notes, as mentioned before, is I take my notes using a Cornell note-taking method. So this is just to give you an idea how I use my book. So if you use it correctly, this could literally last you, the method I use, one book per year if you do it correctly, if you take the right amount of notes, and if you take the right amount of taskers, and if your calendar stays busy and you also keep jotting stuff down. So again, this is just a quick rundown on how I'm going to use it. Alright guys, I hope this video is helpful and very informative. If not, please go ahead and put your comments below. We'll take a look at it and make improvements as we go on. Just a quick heads up, next week I will have a video on my transitioning. I'm not going to be using the standard bullet journal book, and I'm not going to be using the green book. It's going to be a book in between, and we'll talk about that next week. Again, this is just going to bridge the gap for those guys who literally like the green color and who really want to transition to the bullet journal but don't want to stick out. So again, hey guys, stay tuned. Next week we'll have a new episode capturing my transition and my layout for the fiscal year 20. All right, hey, thanks for